Hey everybody, welcome back. We are actually beside the house in a very odd spot, but I wanted to go over with you how we are splitting Comfrey. 2.5 years ago, October of November 2018, I think, when the first 2 plants that we planted in these styrofoam trays germinated, had grown up. They were mature plants, had grown leaves that season, and then went dormant. When we dug those up and we made 58 splits, of which 55 pieces that we created actually came back and lived the spring of 2019, we had to dig out. You can see how depressed this is. It used to be up. It used to go uphill. We thought we got everything. We left a few pieces of roots apparently very far down, and this whole area is taken back over by Comfrey. Comfrey is a plant that spreads, our cultivar spreads via seed. That's how we started it, but it spreads via these underground massive root, I think they're called rhizomes. This one plant, I don't know if you can tell, but it actually grew much deeper. This one plant has all these different crowns. This one plant is 1 year old. I can split it into 4 or 5 crowns, and I can break off a piece like this, and this will become its own plant. So we have a bucket. This will become 5 pieces. This will be at least 2 or 3. This will be 2 or 3. I could break off the roots, and that will be another 4 or 5. We've got crowns in here. We've got root chunks in here. All of this came from this tiny little space. And if you look, it is spreading back here. There's crowns over there. There's crowns next to the air conditioning unit, which I do not recommend. We have to get a hold of this before it gets out of control. Hence why we're doing what we're doing. I'm going to dig out a crown to show you what we're dealing with. You can see how thick the root was, and who knows how much further it goes down. Maybe 1.5 feet further, and it goes every which way. So I have not touched this space between. There are going to be roots in here. I can split this into 2 different crowns. I can chunk this root off and this root off, and it'll grow. Some of you are asking yourself, why don't you just spray to kill it? Or if you're more holistic, you could do salt. A lot of salt, a lot of salt. Comfrey is what we use in our pastures, in the orchard, to help the trees fight the grass. The roots, these little chunks will grow into their own plant, and the crowns grow up. Each leaf, they're about this big and bigger. As it grows up, it will start shading the bottom leaves. The bottom leaves then choke out everything underneath. It is a dynamic accumulator and a near full, because of its elemental makeup, mineral makeup, compost. One leaf is known as a compost starter. They're really great plants. It's a permaculture wonder plant. But if you get the natural variety, the one that's not, I think it's like Russian Bocking 14 Comfrey, or I might be getting confused. I got these off of Amazon as seeds. I was told you can't start from seed. We did have a couple take, and the rest is history. Separately, the leaves can be used in salves. It's not recommended for humans' ingestion. Don't know how much truth is behind that or what, but it is a wonderful plant, and in our pastures the livestock help control it, and it's a wonderful food. Many of you know we have poor, compacted, degenerated soils This kind of plant will go right through that compaction. It will help mine minerals from below the row crop soil root profile and bring our pastures back. As long as we have sheep on the farm, I'm okay with going crazy putting this out, because the sheep will keep it in check. Once we take the sheep off, we will have problems. So anyway, hopefully this helps. Later this summer, we'll take a video about our use of Comfrey around the drip ring of fruit trees. If you guys have any questions, take care. Off to splitting.